Hello, my name is Kim and welcome to your July 2026 reading, where we are going to find out what it is that you can expect and or look forward to this month of July. Now, before we get started, please remember that not everything which is said in the reading is set in stone, since energy is malleable and it is flexible, meaning it can transform at any given moment with the assistance of our current actions, decisions, and even ways of thinking. So these readings are meant to offer a sneak peek into what is possible, what may occur based on the current energy, and also offer you a different perspective on any energies that are currently unfolding. Okay, so if you are interested in being offered a sneak peek into the month of July, then cast your gaze upon the three options. Whichever one of these draws your attention the most will be the group with the reading meant for you. For option number 1, we have the expression my night. For option 2 is the expression autonomous future. And for option 3 is the expression sizzle back. If you happen to be drawn to more than one option, that is perfectly fine, since that might be an indicator that there are messages meant for you in more than one group. So if you have time and if you'd like, you can tune in to more than one reading. If you are interested in knowing how this reading is going to unfold, please stick around. But if you just want to get right into your reading, then please head on over to either the description box or the pinned comment in the comment section down below to find a timestamp that will allow you to skip ahead to your selected group. Okay, but if you're still here, I will begin each reading with an intuitively channeled message. I will then try a new divination method to get hints about what you can expect and or look forward to this month. Then I will work with oracle cards to get an overview of the month, find out what the main themes and lessons of July will be. Once we have looked at that, I will begin working with a tarot deck to find out two things. 1, what to look out for, and 2, what to look forward to. And to wrap up your reading, I will draw out an extra oracle card to get any last messages, advice, and or guidance that hopefully will be of assistance to you throughout the month of July. Okay, but with that being said, let us get started. Let's go. Hello, if you were drawn to the expression or phrase, my night, bienvenidos to your reading. So when meditating on the energy of this group, the message reaching for the bag and the words acceptance and solar came to mind. So I wonder if some of you are celebrating your solar return this month of July, or if you are planning to celebrate the solar return, the birthday of a loved one this month of July. If that is true, then happy birthday to whoever is celebrating their solar return this month. Now, the word acceptance made me think of a couple of things. First, an acceptance letter or an approval, receiving an approval, and a welcoming. So if you have recently applied somewhere or you are waiting to hear back from a place to know whether you have been accepted, whether you have been approved, then it is in this month when you will be let know that you have been accepted or that something has been approved, that you're good to go is what I heard in my mind just now. Now, what else I'm picking up on is that a lot of you will be feeling quite accepted by a community or a group of people. Because I did mention a welcoming, some of you could literally be welcomed into a new space environment, while others of you may be welcomed back into a space. So I wonder if some of you are planning to return to a space, a place, maybe you are planning to visit family or travel back home, back to your hometown, for example. If that is true, if that is the case, then I see you experiencing beautiful reunions. I'm seeing in my mind's eye a lot of hugging, a lot of hugs. And these hugs seem warm and affectionate, very welcoming. But this month you may be experiencing a lot of warmth coming from others. You may be feeling the love, feeling very appreciated by your loved ones, by your peers is also what I heard, or colleagues, or even people who you didn't expect to receive any kind of affection from. Yeah, you might be surprised this month. from who and where you will be receiving affection. And the expression my night makes me think of, it being someone's night, you having a night, maybe one or more in the month of July, wherein you will feel like the star, or you will feel like everything is working out in your favor, or again, you're feeling the love. You're feeling appreciated. And the expression reaching for the bag did make me think of spending or investing, but it also made me think of earning, getting the bag. So there could be a little bit of both this month. You might be going on some kind of shopping spree or splurging a bit at some point. But I do also see you receiving a paycheck or receiving maybe a bonus or earning quite well in the month of July. It may also be that someone else will be reaching for the bag, meaning they might be the one spending or investing on you. In other words, they will be the ones treating you to something nice. And that might be especially true if, let's say, you're celebrating your solar return, because you might be receiving quite a few gifts coming from others. Okay, but this is what is coming through so far. So I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to try my first or different method of divination, which are pulling out some magazine cutouts to see what messages come out, what comes through in terms to what you can expect or look forward to in the month of July. So just gonna mix these around. And I'm looking to the side, I'm not really looking at these. And I'm gonna pull this one, and this one. One more? No, I think that's it. Okay, so let's see what we have. We have batteries. We have biggest opportunity. Wow. And his cup runneth over. Okay, so this expression definitely makes me think of you feeling the love, you feeling quite fulfilled at some point or throughout the month of July. With my night, there may be a night, an evening, an entire day in which your cup will runneth over, right? In which you will feel overwhelmed with emotion, but beautiful emotions. With biggest opportunity, I wonder if some of you are waiting to celebrate some kind of victory. If you're hoping that this is the month in which you will get to celebrate a victory, a triumph, a milestone. If that is the case, then know that you will be celebrating, right? Because with biggest opportunity, my night and his cup runneth over makes me think of you going out to celebrate with friends and peers some good news, or you claiming a night, your night, because it's the night that you received the best of news. It's the night you got one of the biggest opportunities, maybe in your career, maybe in your studies, in your education. It's the night in which you receive the acceptance letter, you receive the job offer, job opportunity, or you experience a major breakthrough or achieved a milestone. So this is a beautiful energy to start with the key term batteries. This made me think of two things actually. One is you may be needing proper rest this month of July, or if your batteries have been running low recently, then it's in the month of July in which you will be very encouraged to take a small break or to prioritize sleep, prioritize rest, because with batteries being here, it's like this warning sign, it's like the battery symbol on your phone or your devices that kind of blinks or turns red when it tells you, if you don't charge this right now, this device is about to shut down. So yeah, this could be kind of a precaution or caution that if you don't take the time to properly rest or catch up on some sleep, you might or you could experience burnout in the month of July. So if you can at any point take it slow, please do so. If you already have a lot on your plate and you don't have to put even more on your plate, then please do not do so. Be mindful and considerate of your battery percentage, right? Of your energy levels. The other thing that was coming through is or I was picking up on was this hyper-like energy. So yeah, there could be one or more nights or days, evenings in the month of July in which you might be feeling pretty hyped up because of some good news or a really nice experience or just the hype that you are picking up from a space. But I do see you being pretty energetic, especially at night. So yeah, if you find yourself feeling a bit restless in the evening when you usually start winding down, then it could be because there's excess energy running through your veins, running through your beings that do need an outlet, right? So if you can channel that energy into something productive, then that will be very helpful to you, because if not, then you might find it difficult to unwind or to fall asleep, stay asleep, right? Because I am getting a bit of, again, hyperness or restlessness. Also, I keep thinking of coffee. So if you are a coffee lover, if you drink a lot of coffee, you might find yourself drinking a little bit more coffee than you normally do in the month of July. I don't feel like you're being encouraged to drink coffee. I'm just picking up that some of you might end up being drawn to coffee or caffeine. And I wonder if it's because you are finding yourself needing to pull all-nighters, or you're deciding to pull on all-nighters and are seeking coffee or caffeine to aid you with that. Again, remember what was mentioned before, prioritize your rest this month if you can. If you do not need to pull all-nighters and drink excessive caffeine, do not do so. Of course, it's up to you. You get to decide your do's and don'ts. But yeah, I'm sensing that a lot of caffeine could also result in this jitterness, this restlessness, even hyper-like energy that I was picking up on. So yeah, if you've been feeling a bit restless lately and you've noticed that you have increased on your caffeine dosage, then maybe consider this month to lower down that dosage, drink less caffeine or maybe coffee. Yeah, that's just, again, a suggestion. Okay, but now I'm going to begin drawing out the cards. I just heard the song that goes, "It's my party and I cry if I want to, cry if I want to, cry if I want to." Yeah, so I wonder if that song could be of significance or importance. Maybe you've heard it recently. If you have, this could be serving as a confirmation that there are messages meant for you in this group. But the song made me think of someone who is having their own way or is choosing to have their own way. Like, it's my party and I'll do what I want, right? If I want to cry, then I'll cry. If I want to have a good time, then I will have a good time. Okay. Ooh, and then we have, for your first card, the 9th house with Venus in Sagittarius and the key term flirtation. So you may have Venus in Sagittarius, or you could be a Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising sign. So a card is taking a while to jump out of this deck, so I'm going to switch decks. Maybe it wants to be last. Okay, so we have, sexual with passion, number 45, and the message, embrace that part of you that society can sometimes suppress. Engage in sex or watch it for feelings of desire and excitement. Sex is so beautifully part of our existence. Interesting. Ooh, and the number 45, if we add up the digits, 4 and 5, we get 9. So the month of September could be of significance. The month of September made me think of the Hermit card in traditional tarot, since it is the 9th major arcana, and the Hermit card made me think of the zodiac sign Virgo. So Virgo, Sagittarius, the month of September, the number 9, the Hermit card in traditional tarot could be of significance. You might be a Virgo sun, moon, or rising sign, or someone who is a Virgo or a Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising sign may be playing a significant role in your life. during the month of July. By the way, when the word solar came to mind, I also thought of a solar eclipse, and the next solar eclipse will be on August of 2026. Just pointing it out because August comes right before the month of September, so the time around the solar eclipse could be of significance for you guys. Could be an important time for your relationships, especially your romantic relationships or long-term relationships or partnerships. Also for higher education, academics, higher learning. But no, again, I was trying to pull out a card from this deck and no card was jumping out. So let me move on to the other deck I plan to work with. Okay, so we have a Dreamer. Okay, and let us see if this deck is now ready to reveal. The card meant for you. Yeah, there we go. I guess I wanted to go last. I wanted to make a big bang, but we have number 25 with 3 sheets to the wind, blowing off steam, rebellion, merriment, overindulgence, and escape. I chuckled at the word rebellion because that's kind of the vibe I was picking up on when I heard the song "It's My Party and I Cry If I Want to" play in my mind. So yeah, you could be feeling or being a bit rebellious throughout the month of July. You could be literally throwing caution to the wind at some point, loosening up, letting your hair down. With merriment, I do see you celebrating. So this is a month in which you might be going out quite a bit. If you are someone who doesn't normally go out to parties, go out with friends, then I do see you engaging in some activities that do allow for you to blow off steam, that do allow for you to be cheerful, get into that cheerful, celebratory mood. But as mentioned before, a lot of you may literally be celebrating an achievement this month. You may be celebrating your solar return or the solar return of a loved one. If you do end up going out at some point in the month of July, and if you are single, if you are open to getting to know others, then I do see some flirting with the flirtation card. Very, very obvious. I do see you mingling, and there might be one person who you will hit it off with very well. One person who, when you're with them, when you're around them, your social battery doesn't get drained. On the contrary, it stays pretty full or it charges. it becomes full. So you might be hitting it off with someone who you feel good being with. You feel lively when connecting, when being with them. Maybe this is someone who lifts your spirit, or when you're with them, you find yourself being very outgoing, or you find yourself being less reserved, more confident. Yeah, so this could be someone who offers you a safe space for you to be yourself, for you to be your goofy, silly self, or for you to let loose, right? And this might be someone new, someone that, as mentioned, you could be meeting when you're out and about on a night out, for example, or it could be someone that you already know, but maybe you haven't gotten the chance to spend a lot of time with, or you haven't gotten the chance to reunite with, catch up with, like a friend, right? This doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be, but doesn't have to be. Because flirtation just makes me think of friendly banter as well, or an engaging conversation. Yeah, you may be catching up with friends, or as mentioned already, meeting new people who you will be hitting it off with quite well. And I do see you feeling relaxed at some point in the month of July. This is a month in which you might be trying new things. You might be adventuring quite a bit. With the energy of passion, I'm sensing or picking up on strong sacral chakra energy, which is the energy center that has to do with sensuality, sexuality, passion, creativity, feminine energy. So you might be releasing your inhibitions this month or at some point in the month of July. Because I am picking up on confidence. I am picking up on someone releasing or letting go of certain insecurities, if not all their insecurities. So just as an example, or let's say, if you have a dress that's been in your closet, sitting there, hanging there for the longest time, because you haven't had maybe the courage to wear it, or you haven't found the right time, the right opportunity, the right event for it to wear it. If it's not a dress, it could be an outfit or an accessory. Either this is the month in which the perfect event to wear it will come up, or this is the month in which you will say, screw it, I'm just gonna wear it. Right? My night made me think of, this is the night. This is the night I'm going to wear it. This is the night I'm going to get all dolled up. This is the night that I'm going to throw caution to the wind, forget my insecurities, and just have a good time. That's the vibe that I'm picking up here, right? So that was an example, but that could be a literal case for some. For others of you, if it's not about, an outfit, a garment, this could be about an experience, maybe something that you've been holding yourself back from doing, maybe even from saying. This is the month in which you're just going to go for it. You're going to visit that place you always wanted to visit, or you're going to attend the event that in the past you would have been too shy to attend, or you're going to speak your mind more freely this month, because I see you wanting to let loose. I see you wanting to have a good time. That's kind of the main theme that I'm picking up here. And with, the energy of sexual and passion and having all these pink flowers floating about in the illustration of the flirtation card, you are definitely exuding such a strong feminine energy this month. I see you being very attractive or attractive to others, or your aura will be very magnetic. You're exuding this, I don't know if it's charm, charisma, this confidence that is drawing a lot of eyes to you or drawing positive attention to you. Maybe this could be a situation in which the moment you decide to release certain insecurities or no longer let insecurities hold you back, that's when you glow without restraint, right? The expression, his cup runneth over, just made me think of someone just like oozing with charm, oozing with charisma. And with Dreamer, this made me think of someone who is showing up or coming through as very ethereal, almost like a dream. So that could be you, very Venusian as well. A Dreamer also makes me think of someone who might be choosing to romanticize their life a little bit, right? And so this month, you might be making every event, every experience very special, or just making every moment an experience. Like when you're eating dinner, it's not just you eating food, it's you savoring your meal. It's you maybe lighting up a candle or putting on some nice music, making it an experience for you to enjoy. And maybe not only for you, but also for those around you, for your loved ones. So I see you being very cheerful, and I will say even seductive. For those of you who are in a committed relationship, this month there will be a lot of flirting between you and your significant other. You could be going out quite a bit, going out on dates, or if you end up going out to at least one date, it's going to be pretty significant. Could be a bit dreamlike or surreal is how it's coming through. But definitely a day or night that you will remember, that will be a beautiful memory. I all of a sudden thought of a couple, two people kind of getting lost in each other's eyes or forgetting about the time because they're so enraptured in each other's presence. They're so much in their own little bubble they created for themselves that time is not non-existent. It just slips. They're slipping through time. And so the evening or the night passes by very quickly, or it's this thing where it kind of warps. Things don't really feel consecutive. You feel like you're jumping in time and space. It's a peculiar energy, but it feels very sweet, very dreamlike, very surreal. So that could end up being the case for some, but this could also be true For those of you who are single, right, there could be a night in which it will feel like that you're having such a good time, either with others or by yourself. Things are aligning beautifully, that it feels quite dreamlike, it feels surreal. And you might have more than one experience such as this within this month. Ooh, 25. Some of you could be turning 25. I don't know why. Or 45. These numbers really stood out to me, especially the number 25. But, you don't have to be turning any one of these ages for these messages to apply to you. For my gentlemen out there who are interested in the female sex and who are single, who are also interested in meeting someone romantically or dating, you may be meeting someone who has this goddess-like vibe to them or aura, who is very beautiful in your eyes, but also generally attractive, and who to you, they might feel like a dream or like a dream come true, or like they have sprouted from a dream. Again, very Venusian. But let me now move on to the tarot. I am noticing we have in 2 illustrations a musical instrument. So music may be playing a very significant role in your life this month. You may be a musician, or you could be connecting with a musician, or you may be receiving a lot of messages, confirmations via music. But yeah, if you happen to play a musical instrument and you haven't, let's say, played this instrument in a while, this is the month in which you will find yourself picking up this instrument quite a bit and playing it, practicing it. I see you being very attracted to music. Others of you may find an interest in learning how to play a musical instrument, learning how to read music, maybe, or write music, write songs. You could be writing the lyrics to songs. For those of you who are musicians, this month you will definitely be writing one or more songs. I do see you being in the mood to write, whether that be lyrics or poetry or something else entirely. But I see you being and feeling very inspired. You might be coming across a muse, or you might be finding a lot of things in your surroundings, in your environments, maybe having a lot of experiences that will end up inspiring you to create. Because I definitely see you being in this dreamer, like imaginative energy, maybe throughout the entire month of July, if not at some point within this month. Because again, sacral chakra energy is all about creation. And I'm picking up on strong sacral chakra energy here. I thought of a mixer or mixing music. Some of you could be interested in that. Now I'm going to work with the tarot to find out 2 things. First, what to look out for, and second, what to look forward to. So what to look out for, okay, the 8 of Cups. To clarify the 8 of Cups, we have the Queen of Swords. And what to look forward to. I actually want to draw it out now. We have the Page of Wands. And to clarify the Page of Wands, in regards to what to look forward to, we have the 5 of Swords in the reversal. So what to look out for. The 8 of Cups can indicate a walking away, a choosing to let go, or choosing to move on. The Queen of Swords is one of the most decisive queens of the deck. Once the Queen of Swords has made up her mind, she doesn't look back. And this queen is pretty straightforward, very blunt, doesn't beat around the bush. So, I see that a decision will be made this month. You may be the one deciding to move on from something or someone. You may be deciding to leave something behind and not look back. Oh, I just heard putting it to rest. So you may be putting a situation, a case to rest. I heard case closed, or a case will be closed this month if you are literally dealing with some kind of legal case. I wonder if some of you are in the process of getting divorced. If that is the case, it may be this month of July in which the divorce papers will be signed, or this divorce process will come to a successful end. It will get wrapped up, is what I heard. And maybe what you're celebrating is the end of this divorce, is you reclaiming your single life, singlehood, possibly. But I do see a finalization of something. I feel like some of you are done. You're done with something. You're done and over with a situation, with an energy. Now, the Queen of Swords can also represent clarity. And because I mentioned that this queen is very decisive, this month, it seems like you are deciding that something is not for you. You are saying no to an offer or choosing to pass up on something because you have gained clarity about it and realize that this option is not the best for you, or that this is not actually what you want, or it's not up to par with your standards, or it doesn't meet your expectations. And once you have made your decision, once you have decided to say no, to decline, to pass up an offer, you're not looking back. You're not questioning your decision. You're not doubting yourself. And again, it is because of the clarity you have in regards to it. There's not a single trace of doubt in your mind that the decision you are making is the right decision or is what you want. So in other words, this month, you won't be settling, or that's maybe also the advice this month, to not settle, to not be afraid to say no to that which you feel or you know deep down is not for you, because you won't be making a wrong decision from trusting in your discernment. Seeing that the number 9 has showed up in your spread twice, this lets me know that you are wrapping something up, right? The number 10, I personally interpret it as a number of endings, and the number 9 is a number that I interpret as preparations for an ending, like we're getting ready to wrap things up. But oftentimes the number 9 is seen as a number of endings, and the number 10 as a number of beginnings. So I feel like this month you may be wrapping things up, and you could be getting ready, like preparing for a new cycle, for some kind of new beginning, a new era more like in your life, by saying goodbye to one of the many things that you're ready to walk away from, to let go of. But I sense liberation, and it's interesting how this is coming up in the what to look out for. So I wonder if this is something that maybe some of you don't see coming. Maybe there's a situation in which you think that it might take longer for it to come to an end, or that you might take or need more time for you to be able to let go of it, say goodbye to it. Or maybe it's a situation or an energy that you tried to bring to an end at some point, kind of cut connections with, cut cords with, but every time you did, you weren't able to, not fully. And so because of that, right now, you're not assuming that you're going to be able to do this, what you tried to do in the past and weren't ready to do, maybe. But then you surprise yourself by doing exactly that, by cutting cords, or making this final decision, deciding to move on, to let something in the past stay in the past, to walk away from that which no longer serves you, to start anew, to reach out for something different, for something better. I also get a bit of an unbothered vibe coming from the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So this month, I see you being very resolute. You are standing firm in your beliefs and your core beliefs, and you're not letting anybody's opinions of you, I heard reviews or feedback of you, get to you in a way where you end up feeling down about yourself, or you end up looking down on yourself, right? You're letting unsolicited advice go over your head if you decide that this unsolicited advice doesn't serve you, doesn't do you any good, isn't of any help. Because with the Queen of Swords in the upright, I do see you considering feedback, for example, but you're considering it in a very detached way where you're not taking it personally and you're only considering the feedback that you know will serve and help you, right? Or maybe that's the advice this month, right? Go along with the feedback, the advice that will serve you. And I don't mean serve you in the way of go with the advice that will boost and stroke your ego. What I mean is go with the advice and feedback, the constructive criticism that will help you grow, maybe as a professional, for example, or it could even be help you in your personal growth, in your personal development. Because I will say, with the Queen of Swords, you might be getting some feedback, some constructive criticism this month. But with the Queen of Swords, no matter what is being sent your way, you remain on your throne with the crown on your head. So nothing is throwing you off of your throne. This energy feels like that of someone who has come a long way in their personal development, personal growth journey. This energy feels like that of someone who has come to know themselves very well, knows their worth, or maybe is starting to. So this month of July, as mentioned before, you're coming through is very confident, or if you feel like your self-esteem was wavering in the past or recently, this is the month in which you're getting your self-esteem back. You're regaining your self-assuredness. The Queen of Swords is an air sign, by the way, which will be Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So air signs could be of significance. This duo also makes me think of walking away from unnecessary fights or arguments. So something to look out for this month is unnecessary drama, right? Because what is coming through is this month is about picking your battles, right? So not every battle needs to be fought by you, or not every battle needs to be won. Yeah, so learning where to invest and what to exert your energy in or into will be very helpful to you this month. Maybe the very thing that will help you maintain your energy battery levels will help maintain your sanity. Yeah, because I see you walking away from certain battles. You know, this could be like those who's right and who's wrong kind of battles. Do you really need to fight those? Is it really necessary? Would it be worth it? That's up to you to decide. But I do see you maintaining, keeping your sanity, your peace, and even I heard the sanctity of your space. This could be of a literal physical space that's like your sanctuary, or this could be your inner space, like your mind, your inner being. Quite interesting. But I'm going to now move on to what to look forward to. And we have the Page of Wands in the upright with the Five of Swords in the reversal. So the Page of Wands indicates good news, swift news coming through via letters, calls, or word of mouth. The Page of Wands is known to be very cheerful, playful, optimistic, and energetic. So kind of what I was picking up when looking into the overall energy of this month. So this Page of Wands may definitely be representing your energy at some point or throughout this month of July. But the Page of Wands does definitely confirm, good news in regards to some kind of back and forth, right? So with the Five of Swords, which can indicate conflict, aggression, or miscommunication, I do see you winning an argument or receiving good news in regards to some kind of argument, disagreement, or maybe battle case, a situation in which you were fighting against another for something or over something. Yeah, so as mentioned before, for some, a case may be literally put to rest this month. Or if you are in the process of some kind of legal case, maybe a divorce again, this is the month in which you will be receiving some good news in regards to this. But I sense this finality, like you receive a good news about something you've been going back and forth on, maybe with another, or something that you've been fighting for. And then you either put this to rest or you feel at ease. I'm not sure what this could be about, but what I'm sensing is that some of you may have been wanting something in specific. You may have been wanting to hear certain news, maybe receive some kind of confirmation. And once you receive this, once you get it, then you're at ease, you're at peace. You feel protected, you feel safe, or you're able to put something to rest. You're able to move on. You're able to celebrate. You're able to focus on other things now. But I do sense a resolution with the Five of Swords. I do sense a cheerful, happy outcome. So if you have been, for example, not on good terms with someone, if there is someone in your life who you haven't been able to communicate with that well, there has been a lot of miscommunication, misunderstanding between you both, I feel like this is the month in which you are going to reach some kind of agreement or find some middle ground, or things are going to get resolved between you both. There could be some reconciliation if some of you have been wanting for that or aiming for that, but I'm seeing more so resolution here. Like we're clearing misunderstanding, we're coming to some kind of agreement, we're making amends, and clearing the air. Some of you may be reaching a compromise, and maybe that's exactly what you've been aiming for, some kind of compromise, which is what is resulting in a case being closed, or you feeling at ease, you feeling at peace, or you being able to let go of something, right? Because I get this feeling of once you reach this compromise, or once you receive good news in regards to some kind of conflict, then you don't proceed forward. You don't move forward with something. You put it to rest. But I definitely see you being or feeling cheerful. And maybe this could be the reason why you're letting loose now, or you feel like now you can exhale. So yeah, if there has been some conflict, it's in this month which this conflict is ending, or it's being put to rest, or you're getting a break from it. You're getting a much needed break from it. If you work under someone, if you have like a manager, a supervisor who is very picky, who is very blunt, who is very direct, or doesn't really compromise, they don't really negotiate, they're the my way or the highway kind of person, then this month you may be getting a break from them, or maybe it's them who's going on a little vacation, taking a break from work, and that's how you're getting a break from them. Or maybe it's you who's going on a vacation, taking a break, and that's how you're getting a break from this person. This could also be a situation where maybe this month, this person's words, this person's feedback isn't really getting to you. It's kind of rolling off of you like water on a duck's back. Or I heard they don't have power over you. They don't have much power over you. Or influence. Interesting. So that could end up being the case for some. But I see you spending less time with this person, or again, this person having less influence over you, your work, your schedule, how you go about things, etc. So you're getting a little bit more independent is what I'm sensing. And I see you working with or being surrounded by less combative individuals or defensive individuals or energies. Because I see you, this is strange to say, but in my mind, I see you having space around you. So I'm not sure if right now or before you felt like you were crowded, or like people were invading your space, you felt invaded. And if that is the case, I feel like this is the month in which you will get an opportunity to breathe, or you will have more space for you to walk around freely, roam freely, or just be yourself. Again, this could be literal in that, if you've been in a very crowded space, you might move into a space that is a lot more roomy, or if you have been working with a lot of people and you don't really like that, then this month you will find yourself working with less people, or like working alone, not needing to work in teams, for example, not needing to do group projects, for example, or the people who you will end up interacting with, working with, will be people who will give you your space, won't be intrusive, invasive. They will be very respectful of your boundaries. Yeah, but I see you maintaining your peace, or you regaining your peace in a space, peace in a sanctuary, peace in your mind, peace in your soul. So this is quite nice. And again, I see you being able to breathe this month, or you letting out a breath that you've been holding in for a while now, right? So if you've been anticipating something, there will be no more anticipation this month, because whatever you're anticipating, maybe it's coming like the cat. It's coming out of the bag, but it's in a good way, right? Where it's giving you peace of mind. It's allowing for you to move forward. It's allowing for you to maybe now make a decision, or simply, I keep hearing, reclaim your space, reclaim your freedom, your independence, or your peace. And I see you being less combative as well. So if you've been on the defensive recently because maybe you've been feeling pretty frustrated, maybe because you've been tired, or because you did need to put up your defenses, this month you will feel and be more relaxed. Yeah, I see you putting your defenses down because there's no need for you to put them up, or you won't feel this need to have them up. But let me now draw out a extra oracle card. So we have energy or anger with Aries and emotion. The key phrase, a fireball flies through the sky, and the message, you may feel energetic. Take the opportunity to fly into action and spark your creativity. If it's anger that you're feeling, contemplate what may be hidden beneath. Will a fiery outburst really give you the result you want? Yeah, so I feel like this kind of goes hand in hand with what I was mentioning, that if you have been feeling pretty frustrated or on the defensive, this month you will feel a lot less so. Or remember what was mentioned previously when talking about what to look out for. Choose your battles, right? Not every battle needs to be fought. Not every battle is worth fighting for. I also did mention at some point that you could be feeling quite energetic, maybe a bit hyper or restless because there is a lot of pent up energy. So if that is the case, keep in mind that the reason why you're feeling this way may be because there is a lot of pent up energy. And so the best way to ease that restlessness, that frustration, because sometimes restlessness can turn into frustration, irritability, even anger, is to exert it, to channel it in a productive, constructive, and healthy way, right? Some people do it by exercising, going out for a jog. Other people might do it by, I do it by singing really loud and a bit crazily. Other people do it by dancing. Some people do it by cleaning, like intense cleaning, mopping and scrubbing, that sort of thing. Yeah, whatever works for you. But it will be, I think, very helpful to exert any pent-up energies, frustrations in a moderate, but definitely in a healthy, constructive, and productive way. And I feel like anger is leaving a space. So if an actual physical space has been feeling pretty dense, like the energy in it or the atmosphere in it has been feeling pretty dense, heavy, uncomfortable, then this month the energy, the feel of the space is going to shift. It's going to feel lighter, a lot more peaceful. Yeah, or if you've ever thought about doing some kind of energy cleansing, or maybe just cleaning, decluttering, to see if it has some kind of positive effect in the energy or feel of a space, then I think this month will be the perfect time to try that out, because I sense that if you do, you will definitely see a difference, like a good positive difference after you do. And this illustration, again, it's making me think of like a cosmic event, like a solar eclipse or a comet. So keep an eye out for that solar eclipse or some kind of natural phenomenon, because they may be serving as a confirmation that you're about to enter into a new chapter, a new era, or that you're cleansing, you are releasing, you are letting go of some kind of baggage this month. Yes, but okay, let's see. Zodiac signs. We have Aries, Sagittarius, we had air signs. And anything I want to point out? Cosmic events and natural phenomenons could be of significance. Musical instruments. Someone playing a string instrument or an air instrument. Your sexual drive could be a little high at some point in the month of July. If it's not your sexual drive, it could be your creative drive. So at some point you may find yourself needing to create, or you may find yourself being very inspired. When I said create, I thought of someone cleaning. So some of you could actually be creating things, coming up with ideas, working on creative projects, for example. Others of you could be choosing to get stuff done, right? You may find yourself crossing a lot of things off your to-do list, like all of a sudden feeling inspired to clean the house, to, I don't know, fix whatever was broken, or do all the shopping that you need to get done. it's like I see this month being the month in which a lot of the things you said you were going to do, you're going to get done. And it's going to be in a way that won't drain you, because when you do it, you will be feeling very energetic, very, very inspired to do those things, to get them done, to get them out of the way. So it might end up being very pleasurable for you, or even exciting. And this could be both. You might end up working on creative projects and also getting stuff done, whether they have to do with creative endeavors or not. Oh, and this is a month in which you might also be resuming old hobbies or passions, or picking up on new passions, but I am sensing like old hobbies and passions. One of them might be playing a musical instrument. I'm also picking up on knitting, crocheting, drawing, painting, gardening, baking. I'm just listing things now, but it could be anything. Okay, but these are all the messages coming through for you guys. Oh, and energy. Remember, if you're feeling depleted, remember to take a moment to charge up your battery. Don't want to experience any burnouts if it can be avoided. Okay, but these are all the messages coming through for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought some... Sorry, a fireball made me think of recreational activities. Yes, but if you're new to this channel and you wish to stick around for more readings with me, Kim, then please do subscribe. If you are interested in a personal reading, all the information to that is in my website, and the link to my website can be found in the description box down below. To all of you who took the time to watch the advertisements or just let them play in the background, thank you so much for that, since that is the simplest way to support me and to support this growing channel. And before I sign off, I want to give a thanks to my spirit team and your spirit guides for assisting me with delivering these messages to you. And I'm wishing you and your loved ones a wonderful rest of your day or night, depending on when you are watching. And until the next moment, bye-bye. Hello, if you were drawn to Autonomous Future, bienvenidos to your reading. So when meditating on the energy of this group, I felt tension on the back of my neck, and I also heard the message in my mind, perfecting a skill, the skill of communication. So first of all, I wonder if there is something that you are feeling a bit tense about. If so, whatever it is that has been stressing you, or whatever it is that you've been quite concerned about, it's in the month of July when you will address it, or it will be addressed and resolved. I do see you releasing tension, or if there has been tension in a space, in an environment, this tension will lessen or dissipate in the month of July after it is addressed, because it will be addressed. And I do sense there could be an important conversation that you will have, or that will be had in the month of July. And this conversation may be the very thing that will help ease the tension and bring about solutions or resolution this month. If you have been stressing about how to communicate or convey a concern of yours or your feelings, do not worry. The words will come to you, or you will find the right words this month. And you will get a chance to say exactly what's on your mind, or get something off of your chest. Now, at some point this month, there will be a lot of work to do, or you will find yourself quite busy. Busy with a project, busy at work, busy with school stuff, or busy running errands. But if things have been pretty slow at work, if business has been slow, then business will pick up, or there will be more work to do at some point in the month of July, maybe nearing the end of Cancer season. And this month, there could be a specific project or task that you will be in charge of, or you will be the head of, like the one overseeing it or leading it. Yeah, I see you working on something independently. So if you normally work in a team, you could be working alone this month, or you could be working on a project that is independent from your work or your studies or your usual responsibilities or your usual tasks. Okay, but now I'm going to move on to the next or different method of divination, which will include these magazine cutouts. So I'm just going to mix these around and pull a couple to see what you can look forward to, or expect this month of July, and I'm going to try not to look. So I apologize if I make a mess. Okay, so I feel like one more. These ones. Ooh, so I pulled out a couple. So we have biggest challenge, we have intricate, biggest opportunity, we have vibe a little, a solution, is pure class, oh, batteries, better, transformation, and innovation. So with batteries, this month you may be given a chance, a window of time to charge up your batteries, get some proper rest, or recover from a burnout, because the word better also came through for you, which made me think of feeling better. So if you have been feeling a bit under the weather or you have been feeling tired, I do see you feeling a lot better at some point in the month of July after getting proper rest or time to recover. Now, I did mention how there will be resolution this month, and the expression a solution confirms that. So if you have been worrying about a problem or some kind of issue, then know that there is a solution to it. And it's in the month of July where either you will find the solution to this problem or a solution will present itself. But things will get resolved. And seeing that we have biggest opportunity and biggest challenge makes me think that a challenge may be presenting a huge opportunity for improvement, or maybe presenting with you with an opportunity to, I heard, to move up, to excel, or to get better at something, maybe improve your skills. So this month, don't shy away from challenges. Instead, face them head on. I feel like that's what you're being encouraged to do. And see them as an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to improve. Because that's exactly what they are for, these challenges. So seeing that the challenges you're facing this month are meant to help you grow, to improve, or to help a situation improve, lets me know that these challenges are meant to be overcome by you, or they are meant to be overcome, which means that there will be solutions to them. There will be a way to overcome them. They are hurdles. They're not dead ends, in other words. And now that I thought of hurdles, it made me think of speed. I don't know, gaining momentum. So these challenges could also be an opportunity to gain momentum, maybe in your career, or just gain some kind of momentum in your life. It could even be within, in yourself. Because all of a sudden I thought of confidence, right? Someone overcomes a challenge and they gain confidence. Or as they are facing a challenge, they begin gaining a little bit more confidence and self-assuredness, and that creates some sort of momentum in the individual's personal development, personal growth, or in the betterment or improvement of their own self-esteem. So that could be the case for you this month. And seeing that you were drawn to autonomous future, I feel like this is a month in which you are being encouraged to lead or to be confident in yourself, be confident in your decisions. This month may be helping you with gaining a little bit more confidence, in other words. And the expression is pure class makes me think of someone handling a situation with class, someone handling a situation, handling a challenge, for example, with grace. Now that I looked at the word better, what came to mind was some of you are getting better at handling challenging situations or handling challenges. And the word intricate made me think that not mattering how intricate, how complex a problem or a challenge is, you will be overcoming it. You will be finding a solution to it. You will be solving it. And maybe solving it with innovation, with ingenuity, or through applying everything that you have learned so far, because the word transformation lets me know that you have undergone one or more transformations. And I believe it is these transformations that you have undergone that have made it easier for you to feel okay or more confident with facing challenges, or maybe taking on a leadership role, or speaking up when you need to, or trusting in your discernment, in your decisions, and in yourself. The expression vibe a little simply makes me think of the zodiac sign Leo, a Leo sun person, or Leo season. So Leo season could be of significance. It could be when things will start picking up, right? If things have been pretty slow. But vibe a little also makes me think of you vibing, you chilling. And seeing that the expression is pure class came to mind. This month, you yourself will be emitting a very cool, chill, chic, classy vibe or aura. Yeah, I get major leader vibes from you guys. So a lot of people could be looking up to you this month, or looking to you for advice, for guidance, for instruction, or you may be seen as the cool person. If you're feeling or looking a bit disheveled right now, I feel like that's going to change at some point in the month of July, because I do see you coming through as very put together, or a bit nonchalant or unbothered, right? That's how you might be coming off to others. That's the vibe you will be emitting at some point in the month of July, right? And there's something about your style or your look being very classy or timeless. Interesting, but this is what is coming through so far. So I'm going to set these aside, and I'm going to begin drawing out some cards to get an overview of the month, find out what the main themes and lessons of this month will be. I keep thinking of a clean, is it a clean look aesthetic? Like slicked back hair, or a slicked backed bun, or also a very professional, chic professional look. But, all of these styles or aesthetics are just make me think of confidence, self-assuredness. But let me... And we have the 12th house with Mars and Pisces. As I was shuffling the deck, my eyes were drawn to the word better, and what I heard in my mind was, it will get better. So if you're wondering whether a situation will improve or your prospects will get better, know that it will. It will this month. And the word escape made me think of escaping, dodging a bullet. Okay. And we have the divine. Yeah, so what was coming through is, this month you will be divinely protected, and the divine, the universe, will be assisting you with dodging one or more bullets this month. You may find yourself being redirected more than once in the month of July. And if so, know that you being redirected is the universe protecting you, is the universe helping you dodge a bullet. So if, let's say, plans get canceled or they get changed, know that's the universe intervening to protect you, to help. I heard ease the tension, or divert you away from drama or unnecessary challenges that are a burden rather than opportunities for growth. And we also have number 32 with look, strong eyes, and watchful. And the message, use your eyes to see all that they can see. Your sight may be extra heightened right now. Examine everything about your surroundings, how your body moves, how your partner's body moves, the details in your space of rest. There may also be an energy near you that is very watchful. So this card look makes me think that the universe will be looking and watching over you this month. They will be having your back throughout this entire month. So again, if some things don't end up working out, especially if some things don't end up working out with certain people in your life, if this month there's some kind of falling out with certain individuals in your life, or you lose communication with certain people, it is because these connections or things weren't or wouldn't have been of your highest good, right? Again, I'm being reminded of the expression dodging a bullet. Okay, and we also have chicken with its head cut off, the number 16, and the key terms or key expressions: very busy, overwhelmed, frenzy, deadline, stress, chaos, refocus, and redo for best results. Yeah, so as mentioned before, I do sense that at some point in the month of July, things could be getting pretty busy. You will find yourself quite busy. So if things are a bit slow right now, or the month of July starts a bit slow, that's not an indicator that the rest of the month is going to be slow, right? This could just be a moment of pause and reprieve given to you so that you can, as mentioned before, charge your batteries, recover, attend to your own business, your own matters. Just get a time for you before things really start picking up, because they will pick up at some point in the month of July. And you might find yourself needing to redo something for best results, or because we do have the card look here, there could be some kind of inspection or evaluation. You may be evaluated, you may be given some feedback, and as a result, you might find yourself needing to redo something. Right, so an example that is coming to mind is not passing an inspection and needing to try again after making like revisions, adjustments to then pass the inspection, right? But because we do have the word better here, if that applies to you, if that resonates with you of needing to redo something or try at something again, then know that the second time the results will be better, a lot better, or that you will end up passing the second time around. Yeah, because again, with the divine, I'm being reminded of divine intervention. And so this could be a situation where if you do need to redo something, it is because redoing this will give you better results or will prevent you from facing some kind of challenge later on or later down the road. So although it might feel like a chore in the moment to need to redo something, do something again, give something another go, just know that by you doing this, you will be getting better results, or by you doing this, again, you will be dodging some kind of bullet. So what you're being suggested or advised is to trust the process, trust that this is for your highest good, because it is. And it's understandable if it's frustrating, but just know that it is for your highest good. It is going to give you better results, or it will be preventing some kind of chaos down the road. So with the card look, this also makes me think of looking something over. So this month, if you're turning something in, if you are submitting like an assignment, just make sure to look it over before you turn it in, before you submit it. If you have someone to like revise something for you, look at it for you before you do turn it in, submit it, then if you can, have this person also look it over for you just to make sure that everything is in order, or maybe to get a different perspective, right? Someone's different perspective might be opening your eyes to something that you missed or overlooked that could end up being quite advantageous to you, or could end up giving you better results. So just something to consider this month. But regardless of whether you do give yourself the time to look something over, I feel like if there is something missing, if there is something that you overlooked, if there is something that you need to revise, edit, correct, universe will make it so that you spot it, right? So that you will become aware of it. So again, this could be through redirection, this could be through delays, this could be through someone intervening, like someone maybe butting in, and this chicken made me think of like poking their head, what's it called? Sticking their nose into your business to point out to you what you overlooked, right? So again, it all depends, right? For some, this energy could feel a little bit frustrating or annoying, like having someone stick their nose into your business. But at the end of the day, it's meant to help you. It truly, truly is, because as mentioned, the divine really has your back this month. It's like they're working with you to help you succeed, to help you thrive, or as mentioned before, to help you dodge bullets, right? To make this month a little easier for you, or a lot easier for you. So this monk over here, illustrated in the escape card, is making me think of patience, right? So this month you might need to practice a little patience, right? You might need to remind yourself like things are happening for my highest good, because they are. When things get delayed or plans get changed, or you might find yourself needing to redo something, especially if those kind of like circumstances tend to annoy you or irritate you, which is understandable if they do, right? Because remember, things are working for you this month, even if how they are working out, how they are folding might not be exactly how you expected. Okay, but now I'm going to work with the tarot to find out two things. First, what to look out for, and second, what to look forward to. Ooh, okay, so for what to look out for, we have the Five of Swords. And to clarify, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. And for what to look forward to, we have the Four of Cups in the upright. And to clarify the Four of Cups, okay, how does this card want to fall out? Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles in the reversal. Okay, so for what to look out for, the Five of Swords can indicate conflict, arguments, disagreements. It can also indicate miscommunication or a lack of communication. Sorry, I had to make sure that everything was in frame. And the Wheel of Fortune can indicate good luck, also changes or a change in fortune, a change in destiny. So the Wheel of Fortune is reminding me of what was mentioned previously, there being a redirection or several redirections this month. But the Wheel of Fortune, being the 10th major arcana of the deck, can also indicate endings, transformation. So I feel like you're being let known that unnecessary conflict and or drama can be prevented this month. I heard things don't have to turn out a certain way. There is more than one way to approach a situation. Your hands are not tied behind your back. So you have options, is what you're being let known. If right now you are facing some kind of conflict, some kind of problem, and you're feeling like there's no solution to it, there's no way around it or about it to make it better, to improve it, or to de-escalate the situation, this duel here is letting you know that is not true. There is actually one or more ways to de-escalate this situation. This situation can change, it can be transformed. I heard it can be transmuted. So there is a silver lining, or there will be a silver lining at some point in the month of July. And the Wheel of Fortune makes me think that the divine will have a huge role in improving a situation and with transforming it into something better. Yeah, because the person who is working on this wheel, or the being more like, is an angel. Right? So you definitely have divine support this month. And these two cards are letting me know that conflicts can be resolved. That's what you're being let know. They can be resolved. And so either you're being suggested to trust in the universe, or trusting your instincts this month. Because, for example, if at any point you feel the need to let things unfold, be patient and listen, then trust in that, because there is a reason why you feel this need to be patient. And one of the reasons could be because at that moment, the divine is working behind the scenes to bring certain things into alignment, so that the issue that you are deciding not to intervene in can get resolved on its own. But if, on the contrary, you find yourself feeling encouraged or inspired to speak up, to make a move, to say something, then you're being suggested to go for it. The Five of Swords is reminding me of the expression, picking your battles. And I feel like when it is time for you to say something, when it will be the most convenient, the most beneficial for you to say something, to speak up, the words will come to you so easily without you needing to think on it at all or too much. Because I feel like this month is very divinely guided, or you're being divinely guided this month. So the universe, your spirit team, your guides, the divine, whoever it is that you connect with, reach out to when you need spiritual guidance, or when you need divine support, let's say, they will be assisting you. They will be encouraging you to move forward when you need to, when it will be of your highest good, or they will be helping you find the words to communicate when it is time for you to speak up, when it will be the most helpful for you to speak up. And so if there is something you want to get off of your chest, if you have been wanting to say something or be given the opportunity to say what's on your mind, know that this month universe will be helping to create the perfect opportunity for you to speak up. Right? For you to say what's on your mind, for you to get something off of your chest, but in a way that will be beneficial to you, or beneficial to all. Right? So this also makes me think that, for example, if you have found it difficult to get in contact with someone, or to have a private moment with someone in specific, then again, universe is going to this month work their little magic so that you end up alone with this person, or you end up having a private moment with this person, or so that you and this person that you have had trouble getting in touch with will end up crossing paths, or will end up connecting. Right? The Wheel of Fortune is a card that often speaks of fate and destiny. So it's like the universe is aligning things for you. It's creating the perfect circumstance, the perfect situation, the perfect setting for you to be able to express yourself, or to solve a problem, or I heard get something off of your chest, or even get your way. Because I'm noticing how there's one person who's getting away with all of the Five Swords. So yeah, I feel like patience might be something that you might be needing to exercise this month, because it's like strategizing, right? Like sometimes you need to wait for the right moment in order to take action. So I guess what is also being suggested this month is to not be impulsive, because being impulsive could lead to recklessness, or could end up with you missing an opportunity. I'm thinking of like a window, like a perfect window meant for you to jump into to get the best results. So the monk here is making me think of meditation. right? If you are someone who tends to be impulsive, or your mind sometimes can be louder than your intuition, your gut feelings, your gut instincts, then consider meditating a bit this month, or just taking a few moments throughout the day to relax, to breathe in, breathe out, calm your nerves, center yourself, so that you can maybe quiet your mind a little bit, or tune more into your intuition, your gut feelings, so that then you can discern, okay, is this need to take action coming from impulsivity, coming from fear, like a fear of missing out, or is it coming from inspiration, an inclination to take action because now it feels like the right time to do so? Yeah, so this month, tune in with yourself. Give yourself a moment to connect with your intuition, to connect with your gut feelings, and trust that there is solutions to problems. Trust that you are not stuck, and that universe is helping you find the best approach to things, the best routes is also what is coming through, so that you won't have to struggle, right? Because I feel like that's the point of this month. Universe doesn't want for you to struggle. Universe doesn't want for you to deal with unnecessary drama. And so they're working with you. They're working overtime. They're working behind the scenes to find better ways, to find alternative approaches that give you the best results without you needing to go above and beyond to get them, without you needing to struggle. Right now that I'm looking at this chariot, it's making me think of a road, right? There are different roads. There's bumpy roads, there's smooth roads, and universe is looking for the smoothest roads that will get you to your destination faster and safely, so that you don't have to go through those long, bumpy, uncomfortable roads, so that you will have a pleasant experience getting to your destination. So that's what I'm seeing here. So now I'm going to move on to what to look forward to. And we have the Four of Cups paired with the Five of Pentacles in the reversal. So the Four of Cups can sometimes indicate boredom, dissatisfaction, and the Five of Pentacles in the reversal can indicate improvement in finances, because when the Five of Pentacles shows up in the upright, it speaks of temporary financial hardships or struggles. So this lets me know again that if things have been pretty slow at work, if business has been slow, then there will be improvement at some point within the month of July, right? Because again, with the Four of Cups, it's making me think of boredom. It's making me think of like a shop owner or someone who's at the front of a shop and they're feeling pretty bored because no one is coming in, no customers are coming into the shop, right? Business is slow. But then with the Five of Pentacles in the reversal, all of a sudden, people start coming in, customers start coming in, and they find themselves pretty busy. There's no more time for being or feeling bored. So yeah, things might pick up, or they will pick up at some point in the month of July. And if you have been struggling financially, or if money hasn't been coming in, or at some point, there isn't enough revenue, again, that will change within this month. I see improvement. Yeah, I wonder if a lot of you do commission work, or if you do not have a stable income, right? Your income tends to fluctuate, because that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up from this combination, like someone who gets called into work if there is work, or has work when someone requests a commission from them, or someone contracts them for a job. Or it's making me think of a freelancer whose income tends to fluctuate. And yeah, if that is your situation, if that is your case, then things might be pretty slow at some point, but I do feel like at some point within this month, you will be called to work, or you will have work, or money will be coming in. And if you have been on the look for a new job, or for job opportunities, a job opportunity will present itself to you this month. And I do feel like some of you might have been considering like job options, job offers, but maybe what's on the market so far, or what you've seen on the market so far on the job market, hasn't been exactly to your liking, or the offers that you have been receiving haven't been to your liking. If that is the case, then this month an offer will be extended to you that will either meet some kind of requirements that you've been looking for, or it will be exactly what you have been looking for. But I do see you being presented with something that will be a lot more to your liking. Yeah, again, I'm being drawn to the word better, like a better job offer, a better job opportunity, a better project. Oh, and because I did mention that this month you could be, or you will be working on a project, this cup, right, that is floating over here in the Four of Cups illustration could be representing that project, that task that will be either delegated to you or will be offered to you, that you will end up working on for the majority of or the rest of the month of July. This cup, if it's not representing projects or tasks or responsibilities or even a role, it could be representing like a client, a customer, a patient if you have patients, or students if you are teachers, tutors. Yeah, so you may be getting new customers, clients, or a new client this month. Maybe a student if that applies to you, or a patient. But these 3 cups here at the bottom are making me think of completed tasks, or making me think of like a clientele. Right? So another thing that I'm seeing is if you already have certain tasks that you're working on, you will be completing them before the month ends. And if you work with customers, I do see you acquiring new returning customers or clients. I see like your community or a group growing, right? So I don't know, the best example that is coming to mind, again, and this is just an example, is let's say a teacher who has a class, and in the month of July, a new student will be enrolling into their class. So with this new student, their class has gotten bigger. Right? This cup could also be representing a new source of income, right? Because I do see you receiving more money, maybe through you working on a new project, or you receiving a new client, new customer, new patient, or you working on some kind of new different commission, or maybe taking on another part-time job, right? If you've been looking for another part-time job, or you've been looking for another job. Okay, but now I'm going to draw out an extra oracle card to get any last messages, advice, and or guidance. Oh, and by the way, if you have been trying to figure out how to pay something off, maybe like pay off a debt, pay off a loan, pay your bills, for example, this month you will be presented with a solution, right? Or you could be helped out, right? Maybe you might be given a free pass. I don't know, maybe you talk to someone in charge and they let you know, oh, actually you don't have to pay this month, or you actually get a discount, so you don't have to pay the total, right? Because the word escape is making me think of, again, you getting a free pass, which is allowing for you to save money, or to start saving money for like the next time that you do need to pay. And because we have the word deadline, some of you may be given an extension to a deadline, right? Or given more time to pay something off, for example, but without being charged interest, or your interest rate increasing if there's any interest involved. So any financial struggles or like troubles, I feel like you will be helped out with them this month, or a solution to them will be given to you or presented to you this month. But now I'm going to draw an extra oracle card to get any last messages, advice, and or guidance. And we have beginnings with Aries and Spirit, and the key phrase, strike iron and flint to make fire, with the expression, go for it. The spark of fire is your life force. It lives within you. All you must do is claim it. Say yes to a new direction and trust that you have the energy to make a fresh start. Yeah, so the expression or the message, say yes to a new direction, again made me think of redirection. So I feel like you are being suggested to trust in the unfoldment of things. If plans change, you are in your right to be upset about it, but just know or consider that plans changing could be a good thing, right? They could be leading you to something better. And because the Wheel of Fortune fell out for you guys, which is a card that indicates change and endings, but also an opportunity to bring forth new beginnings, I feel like this month things could be steered in a new direction to allow for new beginnings, to allow for better opportunities. So if you can close certain chapters this month, you're being advised to do so. And actually, I feel like you could be setting some things to rest, or you could be deciding to move on this month, like move on from, I heard drama or things of the past, in order to focus on the future, in order to start building something new in your here and now, to be able to enjoy it in your future. Yeah, because look also made me think of looking to the future. You could also be developing a new mindset this month, or if you have been focusing a lot on the past, this month you will experience a change of focus and find yourself focusing more, just being more interested in the future instead of the past, which is allowing also for you to gain new perspective of your life, or think outside of the box is what I heard, because strike iron and flint to make fire made me think of inspiration. So at some point in the month of July, you will be feeling inspired. Yeah, so if you've been feeling uninspired, or again, you've been feeling under the weather, at some point this month, I see you getting your spark back. And ideas will be coming to you. With innovation, you definitely will be quite innovative in the month of July. And seeing that you were drawn to autonomous future, this makes me think that you will be inspired to create your own future, to determine your own destiny. Yeah, and now that I look at the Five of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, this month a lot of you could be deciding to not repeat cycles. You could be deciding to not only stop the wheel, but break the wheel, as Daenerys Targaryen from the show The Game of Thrones once said. So with beginnings, a lot of you could be breaking generational cycles this month by you choosing sovereignty, by you deciding to show up differently, or work with the universe, work alongside the universe to redirect the course of your life, or to set your own course, pave your own way. So I see that you have been paying attention, right? And maybe you have been noticing the patterns that have been repeating in your life. And this month you're deciding enough is enough. I notice a pattern when I see one, and I'm deciding to not fall into it, to not repeat it. I'm deciding to do something differently, choosing to march to the beat of my own drum. Again, pave my own way. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, all of a sudden I thought of like generational cycles, generational wounds, generational trauma, and you breaking out of them and choosing something different for yourself this month. Okay, but these are all the messages coming through so far. Things I want to point out before I end your reading: the zodiac sign Pisces, Aries, Leo, because I mentioned Leo, and Cancer could be of significance. The year of the rooster, the year of the snake, the year of the tiger could be of significance. Maybe you were born in one of those years, or someone who was born in one of those years could be playing a significant role in your life this month. I also thought of the year of the horse. Roosters, the call of a rooster could be of significance. Could be an omen to pay attention. If you hear the call of a rooster, that could be an indicator to pay attention, or that could be a sign of an awakening. Like you're about to experience an awakening, or that you have recently learned some kind of lesson. You did come to a very important realization. The element of water could be of significance. I'm seeing water and fire. These two elements could be used or utilized to cleanse, to purify this month, right? So or to set new intentions, to create, to manifest. So I know that some people on a new moon, they write what they want to manifest on a bay leaf. And then once they have done so, they burn that bay leaf to conclude the manifestation ritual, right? And that's a way of utilizing fire in a safe way to manifest. Other people, they take baths like Epsom salt baths, or they, swim in the sea to cleanse, to purify their energy or auric field, or even to detox their own physical body. And that's a way of utilizing water to cleanse. And also just drinking water can also be very helpful to purify and detox the body, one's system. I heard one's nervous system, or just one's energy field or mind is also what is coming through, right? So if you haven't been hydrating yourself, if you've been a bit dehydrated, just consider hydrating this month. Drink a little bit more water. Yeah, and fire also makes me think of transformation. So I feel like you are transforming the course of your life. You are choosing something more peaceful, like a more peaceful route, or you're choosing stability. You're moving into stability. And if you have declared that recently, if you have set the intention for security, stability, peace, the universe has listened and they said, yes, let's do this. And so that's why they're working with you to help you move in that direction, to help shift the energy, shift the foundations of your life to allow for that stability, to allow for more stability. I heard let's steer away from drama and find solutions, obtain solutions. So that's what I see happening in the month of July. Okay, beautiful. So this is what I'm seeing for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought some guidance and clarity. If it did, then please leave a like or a comment. And if you're new to this channel and you wish to stick around for more readings with me, Kim, then please do subscribe. I do offer personal readings. All the information is in my website, and the link to my website can be found in the description box down below. To all of you who took the time to watch the advertisements or just let them play in the background, thank you so much for that, since that is the simplest way to support me and to support this growing channel. So if you did, I truly do appreciate it. And before I sign off, I want to give a thanks to my spirit team and your spirit guides for assisting me with delivering these messages to you. Thank you so very much, and I'm wishing you and your loved ones a wonderful rest of your day or night, a wonderful month of July, and until the next moment, bye-bye. Hello, if you were drawn to Sizzle back, bienvenidos to your reading. So when meditating on the energy of this group, the word windbreaker and the expression raise the bar came to mind, which reminded me or made me think of the expression raise the glass, as well as a bar exam, the bar exam. So if you have recently took a very important exam, or it's in the month of July in which you will be taking a very important exam, like the bar exam, for example, just know that you've got this. The expression sizzle back made me think of someone who is making an amazing comeback, or who is celebrating the fact that they got their spark back, they got their mojo back, or that they've still got it. So this to me feels like you will be receiving good news in regards to anything that you have found or was a bit challenging to you, or that is challenging in general. Like, for example, an exam, a bar exam. Now, I do get the feeling that some of you may be retaking a test. You may be applying again somewhere. And if so, it seems that this time around, you will be scoring higher, or you will be progressing farther than you were able to the last time. Yeah, I see you celebrating having made progress, or having gotten or received much better results, which is why I feel I also thought of the expression raise the glass, because it makes me think of celebration. Now the word windbreaker, I feel, is indicating protection. You will either be weathering any kind of storm throughout this month of July, or challenges will roll off of you like water on a duck's back. Right? With the word sizzle, it made me think of you'll be on such a roll, so hot, that challenges will be like water when they touch you. It will simply sizzle and evaporate. So I definitely see or sense you being on some kind of roll in the month of July. I keep thinking of the word comeback. I wonder if some of you are planning to make some kind of comeback this month, or if you recently have and it seems like you're doing amazing. I heard you're fitting right in, or you're getting adjusted very quickly, or you're proving to everyone that you've still got it. that even if you took a break, or even after having taken a break, you can come back and still thrive, still excel, or adjust smoothly without any hiccups. Even if there are hiccups on your end, to others it might seem like there aren't, because of how seamless your comeback looks or is. Yeah, but whether or not you're making a comeback or you've taken a little break of a few days maybe and you're returning back to something in the month of July, I still see you on a roll this month. Because again, the expression sizzle back makes me think of getting your spark back, your mojo back, or you feeling quite inspired and energized. Yeah, but now I'm going to move on to the next method of divination, which will involve these magazine cutouts. And I'm going to pull out a few to receive hints about what you can expect and or look forward to this month of July. So just gonna shuffle these around, mix them around more like. And I'm going to select a few, and I'm not really looking, so I hope I'm not making a mess here. I feel like one more. Okay, so these are the ones that I'm going to consider, and let's see what we have. We have monster hit, wow, and we have winners and breakthrough, and for energy and utilities. Interesting. So wow, a lot of amazing key terms here which indicate success. Again, it makes me think of someone being on a roll. I apologize for interrupting the reading, but when editing, I did notice that I missed one of the magazine cutouts. I don't know why I didn't see it in the moment. I realized that later on in the reading, I did notice it and was confused as to why it was there. I thought that it was part of the pile that I set to the side and it just happened to stay behind. But no, so I want to share with you what it was, and it's the word intricate. So I apologize for not noticing it in the moment, but here it is, intricate. Okay, but now back to your reading. This month, expect to experience some kind of breakthrough or celebrate an achievement, maybe even a milestone. If you are a creator, then one of your creations will be a hit, or something that you will end up creating this month will be a monster hit. Could be within this month or at some later point in the year. With winners, I feel like this is your energy. You will be feeling like a winner, or you will have a winner mindset this month of July. You're in it to win it is what I heard. The expression for energy and utilities made me think of like having money to pay the bills, having money to pay the utilities. So in terms to your finances, you might be seeing an improvement if things haven't been faring pretty well in the financial department. You could be experiencing a financial breakthrough actually. Oh, I just thought of someone earning their money for the first time. So if you are financially dependent right now, in the month of July, you may become financially independent or just start earning your own money, having your own money to invest and spend however it is that you want. I just thought of someone moving out or moving into their own place, space. So that could be the case for some of you. If this is your first time living alone or having your own space, this could be your first time paying your own utilities, paying your own bills. And for some, that could be quite exciting. Yeah, but I also see for energy and utilities that some of you could be setting money aside. You may be becoming a little bit more financially responsible this month of July and setting money aside for bills, for utilities, for necessities before spending it on like frivolities or indulgences. But I do see you making money, having enough money, and actually there could be one specific thing that you will be profiting a lot from. So again, if you are a creator and you financially profit from your creations, then one of your creations could be making you a lot of profit or just very good profit in the month of July. Winners also made me think of winning something. So if you have entered a raffle, some kind of competition, or anything in which you could end up winning something of great financial value or end up winning money, then you will be one of the winners. You will be taking home a prize or the prize. Monster hit also made me think of you being a hit. So you could end up being celebrated at work, maybe at school, within a group, within a community, an industry. If you recently stepped into a new work environment, if you recently got hired, for example, I see you doing very well at your new workplace. I see you being a hit amongst your peers, your colleagues, or if you have recently shared an idea, or if you have been working on a project that you're excited to present, then know that your idea, presentation, or your project will end up being a hit. All of a sudden, I thought of a science fair or maybe a work fair, somewhere where a lot of different people present and there is a winner at the end of it all. So if you are entering some kind of competition, or maybe you are attending a fair where the point is to network or get the attention of investors or sponsors, then know that you will be a hit. You will be gaining the attention of potential investors, or you might end up even signing some kind of deal. Or if you're planning attending an event where you could end up networking, then this event will be a hit because you will end up networking. Yeah, and Monster Hit Breakthrough Winners also makes me think of you celebrating something like passing an exam, maybe an interview, or celebrating the fact that you are moving to the next level. Winner also made me think of being selected, being one of the candidates that was selected. Yeah, so this seems and feels like an exciting month for you guys, but I'm going to set these aside here, and I'm now going to start working with the cards. So the first set of cards I will be drawing out will give us an overview of the month, as well as a look at the main themes and lessons of the month of July. I will admit, Sizzle reminded me of the Justin Timberlake song, Sexy Back. So that song could be of significance. Ooh, okay. So 2 cards fell out. And we have the 4th house with Moon in Cancer, the key term friendship, and the 7th house with Moon in Libra, the key term companionship. So double moon energy. The number 47, 74, or 4 and 7 could be of significance. I wonder if some of you were born in the year 1974 or maybe 1947. But these could also be representing months, so April and July. And Cancer and Libra could be of significance. You might be a Cancer or Libra Sun, Moon, or Rising sign, or a Cancer or Libra Sun, Moon, or Rising sign person will be playing a significant role in your life this month. Also, Cancer season could be of significance because the first half of July is still Cancer season. But let me draw out the rest of the cards before I dive in. But right off the bat, I'm seeing partnerships, collaborations, interrelationships being significant this month of July. Yeah, I talked about networking, so there could be quite a bit of networking happening this month. You might end up making a very important connection, maybe even friendship in the month of July. But we have, wow, this card rarely comes up in my general readings, or at all, actually. And we have the number 8 with a little something I threw together, and wow, the key phrases: accomplishment, triumph, self-esteem, confidence, talent, accolades, and fame. Damn. So with Monster Hit and the word fame, something could be going viral, right? You might end up being quite popular this month, or you might be gaining some or more popularity in the month of July. But with the word accomplishment, I definitely do see you celebrating some kind of achievement or accomplishment. Oh, for a lot of you, the accomplishment you will be celebrating is going to be very personal, like a personal achievement. For example, I, being quite a shy and socially awkward individual, may be celebrating the fact that I gained the courage to speak at a social gathering with confidence, or that I had the courage to go up to someone who I wanted to talk to and spark a conversation with him. Right? So you may be this month overcoming some kind of personal challenge. You may be challenging yourself in a way that allows for you to do something that you've always wanted to do, or do something that will be in your favor. Like, for example, a very shy, introverted person gaining the courage to attend an event that they know could present to them career opportunities, right? And we have guarded, okay. Funny how I was talking about being socially awkward and introverted, and then the guarded card comes up. Because, for example, I can tend to be a bit guarded when I'm feeling socially awkward or shy. But the card guarded also made me think of the word windbreaker and what came through with that word, which is protection. So I feel like this month you will definitely be spiritually, energetically protected. And these circles here in the background make me think of water droplets, which made me think of what I said, like challenges rolling off of you like water on a duck's back. Or you being on such a roll, so hot that challenges will be like water. As soon as they touch you, they will immediately sizzle and evaporate. So you're unstoppable in the month of July. You already mentioned this several times, but it seems like you're on a roll. And your last card is number 60 with don't push button, foolish, naive, and trickster. And the expression a naive or childlike energy may push your buttons. Don't feed into it. It's okay to play only for a little while, but only if it amuses you. Know your boundaries. And this card fell out in the reversal. So that is how I'm going to interpret it. So yeah, it seems like if there are any energies trying to ruffle your feathers, trying to get a reaction out of you, they will try, but they won't be able to, because you will be so above that. I see you kind of focusing on you, focusing on your blessings, focusing on your successes, or whatever good things are happening to you throughout this month of July. And with self-esteem, I feel like the reason why you are also not letting any petty energy or envious energy or troll behavior affect you is because you are coming through as quite confident, or someone who is self-assured. You will have a healthy self-esteem this month, and so you won't be easily, let's say, triggered by what other people say, because you will know yourself. You will know your own worth, your value. You will know when someone is maybe being a bit petty, maybe being envious, or acting out of envy or jealousy. And so you might pass it up as childish behavior and not something to actually consider, pay attention to, or give a lot of energy to. At least that's what I'm sensing based on the cards. And with friendship and companionship, I'm sensing a lot of kindness emanating from you and also around you. So let's say even if there happens to be some troll behavior, that won't take away from the fact that you will be surrounded by kindness and gentleness, because I do see you attracting people who have no trouble celebrating the successes of others and who are here to work amiably with others, grow with others. And with companionship, there is a high chance of you collaborating this month, or you making arrangements for future collaborations, right? Someone may be reaching out to you with an offer for collaboration, or as mentioned, you could be invited to an event or be attending an event where you will end up networking and meeting people who you might end up collaborating with, maybe even first establishing a professional relationship with, that will then end up transforming into some kind of friendship. Friendship and companionship also makes me think of you reuniting with old chums, old friends, or just getting the opportunity to catch up with friends that maybe you haven't been able to meet up with in a while because of busy schedules or conflicting schedules, whatnot. With guarded, I do see you connecting with a lot of people. So you will have high and clear discernment this month. And so you will have a low tolerance for BS, meaning that you will be able to detect it very quickly. Anyone who is not being exactly sincere, or who, again, might be trying to get some kind of reaction out of you, you will detect it for what it is really quickly and kind of block it or reject it, right? So let's say any offers that are not of your highest good, you will see them as such and decline them, right? So not only are you being protected by the divine, because I feel that to be the case. I don't know why I keep looking at this heron and it makes me think of angelic presence, light beings, spiritual presence. So you are being protected by higher beings, light beings throughout this month, your personal spirit team. So not only are you being protected by the divine, you're also being protected by your own instincts, by your own inner guidance, your own intuition. You're doing a very good job this month of looking after yourself. So that lets me know that you're trusting in your own discernment, you're trusting in your own gut feelings, you are trusting in yourself, which is beautiful to see. Because this lets me know that you have a wonderful relationship with yourself, or that you have built a beautiful relationship of trust and respect with yourself, or that will be the case this month. At least that's what I'm seeing based on the cards. Blue flowers, bluebells, is that a flower? Could be of significance. They really stood out to me when looking at the friendship card. But with the word talent, this month you may be getting acquainted with very talented individuals. I heard forming a group of talented individuals. So you could be a part of a group that consists of very talented individuals, which means that you yourself are very talented. And I feel like this month your talents will be celebrated, and not only celebrated by others, celebrated by you as well. Because I see you being quite okay with yourself. Does that sound a bit strange? But it's not necessarily like you're strutting your stuff. You could be, and that's perfectly fine. But it feels more like you not worrying so much about whether or not you fit in, whether or not you stand out, whether or not you're doing a good job. You're simply just doing you, like marching to the beat of your own drum. You're moving at your own pace. You're following your inner compass. And this self-assuredness, this tranquility with your inner being, with yourself, is exuding so much confidence. It's exuding so much charisma is also what is coming through. And it's also what is attracting a lot of positive energy your way. Yeah, so because I'm sensing a lot of self-assuredness and being at peace, at ease with oneself, this month I'm having trouble phrasing this, but it's this idea of your style will be reflecting more of your personality, right? So it's possible that your style might be changing this month, but if you have been quite at peace and at ease with yourself, then this month you will continue owning your personal style. Yeah, some of you might be taking on a more casual look or embracing more of your unique physical traits and characteristics, like your natural hair color, for example, or natural hair texture. But that doesn't have to be the case for every single one of you, right? That's just something that came through out of the blue. But I do feel that what will apply for the majority is that this month, your style will be reflecting your true or your core personality. Yeah, 'cause I'm getting a very relaxed vibe, like relaxed with oneself, with one's own being, not stressing too much of how one is being perceived or of how one should dress. Because when, for example, you're picking out your outfit, you're picking out your outfit intuitively, right? It's like you're picking it out based on how you feel in the moment and what feels good to you. It's very natural. I get a very natural vibe here, which is maybe why I mentioned embracing your natural physical traits and characteristics. But again, that doesn't have to be the case. This could just be about you having a very natural and organic approach to things, right? So I don't know why I keep beating around the bush with this, but it could be because I feel like I'm not getting the point across. But it feels like this month, whatever you end up doing, you're doing it because that's what feels right to you. That's what feels good in the moment, and not necessarily because it's what you think you should do, right? And that's why it's coming through as very organic and natural and a bit stress-free, actually. Now, the moon in Libra card can sometimes indicate a beautiful home. So this month, you may be focusing more on your space, your home, a physical environment, and making it your own, or making it a space in which you feel comfortable being in which you feel at home when you're in it. So I did mention that some of you could be moving into your own space, or you could be settling into your own space in the month of July. So if that rang true to you, then this month I see you kind of decorating your space, or slowly decorating, taking your time with it to make it your own, right? To make it a space that reflects who you are, or just becomes your sanctuary, your little nest. I also see you building or kind of solidifying, deepening relationships with people who you do feel maybe at home with, or feel an acute kinship with. I'm getting a very homey vibe, especially because we have this Cancerian moon energy. The moon is often associated with Cancer, Pisces as well, but I often personally associate the moon with Cancer. So it's very homey, very warm, very cozy, motherly as well. So I see intimate relationships. You're building intimacy in your close relationships this month of July, right? And you might have a very close knit group of friends or friendships, or just a close knit group, or you might be prioritizing that this month. Like, yeah, it's okay to network and meet new people, yet you still maintain like a close knit group of friends. And with the guarded card, I feel like there could be one or more individuals in your life who have kind of helped you put your guard down, or have broken through any walls that you had up. And they did so with patience and with perseverance and consistency, right? Them being a consistent, reliable person in your life, or through them becoming a trustworthy individual in your life. Yeah, and it could be the case that it's in this month where you yourself will be reflecting and kind of opening up your eyes to the fact that, whoa, someone has melted down your walls. Someone is now part of your inner circle. Yeah, because I don't know why the illustration in the guarded card makes me think of a slow awakening, like someone awakening to the fact that, oh, well, yeah, this person has become a special person in my life. They have wiggled their way into my heart. Yeah, some people sneak up on us like that in a good way. The don't push button made me think of a launch. So I wonder if you are soft launching or launching something this month. If so, know that it's going to be a hit, it's going to be a success. The don't push button card also made me think of like posting, making something public. So I wonder if some of you are content creators. If that is the case with companionship, you will be getting a lot of engagement this month. The views for your videos, for your post, will be increasing, or they will stay consistent, is also what I heard. So if you've been experiencing a lot of like fluctuations, a lot of extremes, ups and downs, it seems like this month you will experience more consistency. But I do see first some kind of improvement if things are not looking so great in terms of like engagement, views, revenue, etc. Yeah, so I heard don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to post it. Don't be afraid to launch it, to share it, to go for it. Yeah, so this month you might actually be going after something or just going for it and receiving or experiencing a positive response. Because companionship also made me think of more people, like attracting more people, attracting a larger audience, for example, or maybe even building a community or a clientele if, for example, you're business owners. Oh, I wonder if some of you have patients, because if that is the case, I see one or more of your patients being very happy with your services, being very happy with your assistance this month, and them letting you know. Oh, and now I wonder if some of you are teachers, if you're counselors, advisors, because if you are someone who helps others, who assists others through some kind of journey, whether it be a healing journey, on their journey to achieve something in their career, in their higher education studies, it seems like you are or you will be helping one or more individuals achieve a breakthrough or help them on their way to success. You will be helping and assisting them with maybe gaining confidence in their own talents and their own skills, or with a subject, with a topic, with a field, or help them with boosting their self-esteem. So you will be a great and immense help to one or more individuals throughout this month of July, or you have been, and you will be receiving confirmation of that in the month of July. So thank you for your services. But let's see. The flowers made me think of like something smelling really nice and pleasant. So you may be filling your space with nice scents. You may be smelling very good this month. Someone may be complimenting you on maybe the perfume or the cologne or the body mist that you're wearing. But I keep seeing a house, a space in my mind. So you will have a very beautiful house or space. So if you haven't done it in a while, you could be deep cleaning a space, decluttering, or just making more room for a space to breathe, or for there to be some cross breeze. I don't know why I thought of that, for air to flow. So if you haven't opened up the windows of a space, maybe because you haven't been able to, I feel like this month you will feel called to do so, or you will be able to open up the windows of this space and let some air in, let the musty air that has built up in that space out. Yeah, or that's how it might feel like this month, that if it's been feeling pretty musty, like the energy, if things have been feeling pretty stagnant, or maybe if your mind has been a bit foggy, this month it's going to feel like you opened up a window and like new air is coming in. Like you are now able to breathe or breathe in fresh air. Your mind is now able to think clearly, or you are feeling a bit more fresh or refreshed. If you have animal companions, I see you spending time with your animal companions. You could be reunited with an animal companion that you haven't seen in a while. Some of you could be visiting family, or family could end up visiting you, or you could be getting in touch with family who you haven't gotten in contact with in a while. Okay, but let me now draw out the tarot cards to find out two things. First, we're going to look at what is something to look out for, and then we will look at what is something to look forward to. Okay. I'm sensing a lot of good feel vibes from the cards so far, or from the energy. Okay, so we have Justice. And to clarify Justice, we have the Empress, so two major arcanas. And now what to look forward to. Wow, we have the Six of Wands, a card that indicates success, victory, triumph, and popularity. So another confirmation if you needed more. And to clarify the Six of Wands, please. The Ace of Pentacles, which is the card that indicates breakthroughs, more specifically financial breakthroughs, job opportunities, It also is a card that indicates new beginnings, prosperous new beginnings. So this is a very exciting spread, a very exciting month for you guys. But when it comes to what to look forward to, we have the Justice card and the Empress. The Justice card is associated with the zodiac sign Libra. Interesting, because the Empress is also associated with the zodiac sign Libra and Taurus, I believe. I was about to say Virgo. I don't know. So Virgo could also be of significance as well as Taurus, but Libra seems to be of importance. So you could be dealing with a Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising person this month. And I will say, I felt a little nervous when I drew out both of these cards. So the very first thing that came to mind when looking at the Empress card was pregnancy. So if you are sexually active, you could be receiving news that you are with child or that your partner is, or if it's not you who is going to announce a pregnancy this month, then someone in your family or a loved one, a friend, could be announcing a pregnancy. Now, since this is in the area of what to look out for, this could be a heads up for those of you who are sexually active, that if you are not really planning on getting pregnant or conceiving a child anytime soon, to take care of yourself when you are engaging in sexual activities this month, because there is a high chance of conceiving this month. I'm having a bit trouble tuning into the energy of these two cards. I don't know why. These two cards are normally very favorable, so paired up together, they do give off a very auspicious energy. But for whatever reason, I'm having trouble tapping into the energy of this pair. So let me draw one more card. Okay, so the Six of Cups. In the upright, by the way. Another beautiful card, which can speak of like soulmate energy, and I thought of the word friendliness, so that could be the case. Compatibility, beautiful synergy, can also indicate nostalgia, sentimentality, childhood, childlike energy, and innocence. So yeah, I feel like this is pertaining to relationships. Okay, this month it will be very important to communicate honestly and openly with your significant others, but communicate honestly and openly from a space of love, of consideration, and compassion. There could be someone in your life who might seek you out to talk about something very personal. They might confide in you a very personal matter. And this is when speaking from the heart, speaking from a space of compassion and empathy is going to be super important, because maybe that's exactly what the other person needs. So this kind of reminds me of like being there for another, but also like maybe being the voice of reason, because that's what I get with the Justice card, right? So you might end up being the voice of reason for someone, or someone this month might end up being the voice of reason for you. And this could be a situation where what they say, what they convey, might not be exactly what you were hoping to hear, but it is what will be the most helpful to you. So I feel like that's what you're kind of being given a heads up, right? If someone doesn't exactly tell you what you want to hear, doesn't mean that they don't love you, right? Especially if how they are conveying their opinions, for example, is in a very honest and loving way, right? Because I see that being the case with the Empress, the Six of Cups. I see a very gentle and loving energy coming through, but maybe offering something that, although it's beautiful and it's honest, might not be exactly what you were anticipating and are like hoping for. So that's just something to look out for this month. But I don't see this being something negative or bad based on my personal perspective or perception, but everybody perceives things differently. So I'll leave it up to you to decide how to feel about this situation. But what else I'm seeing with the Justice card? The Justice card and the Empress made me think of a bar exam. So if you have an important exam coming up, maybe a bar exam, then I see this being very auspicious, this indicating that you will be doing quite well, but I'm just not sure why this is coming up in the what to look out for. If this is your second time attempting at something, don't let the fact that this is your second time bring you down or make you doubt your skills, your ability to do well or be successful or whatnot, because the Justice card makes me think of something being just right. Like, it's reminding me of divine timing. And so this could be a situation where maybe something was delayed, right? Because there was a right timing for it, a right timing for you to receive something, pass something, see something through. So remember, everybody's on a different journey, so your journey will look different from the rest. And you can honor your journey just the way it is if you want to. Because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. Like someone honoring their journey, someone feeling very proud of themselves, feeling very proud of their achievements and their accomplishments, regardless of when they happened or how long it took for them to happen. So maybe that's what you're being encouraged to do or suggested to do more, like, which is feel proud of yourself, feel happy for your own achievements, your own accomplishments, and celebrate you by giving yourself your flowers, your due flowers, because I do see you receiving your flowers this month. The Empress can also indicate health, vitality. So you are being suggested to take care of your health, to focus on your well-being this month. It's almost as if you're being suggested to do yourself justice, do right by you this month. The Libra card is all about cause and effect. So, if we don't take well care of ourselves, take care of our body, then eventually our body, our well-being will show signs of that. So this is just a heads up for you guys that if you haven't been looking out for yourself, prioritizing your health, this month will be the perfect time to do so, or that it's time to start taking care of yourself or taking better care of yourself, especially if you want to see health improvements or prevent any ailments or start creating a healthier lifestyle for yourself. This Justice card is the one that is throwing me off. I don't know why. It feels like it's here to... Okay, I feel like something very divine is going to happen this month, something that was, in a way, fated. As mentioned before, divine timing is at play or will be at play this month. So this could be a connection, like you meeting someone that you were meant to meet around this time when the planets aligned in any kind of way that they will be aligning at some point in the month of July. And it's going to happen regardless, right? You don't have to necessarily do anything to connect with this person because it's going to happen regardless. And this could be someone who maybe you're meant to collaborate with, you're meant to work something out with, possibly, or just have some kind of exchange with. The Justice card could be indicating some kind of soul contract. So this could be a soul contract coming into play in the month of July. If you believe in other lives and past lives, this could be a situation where you are reuniting with the soul who you have some unfinished business with. And it's in this life, it's in the month of July where you're going to finish up whatever business you have with this person. Yeah, because I'm also picking up on resolution. So I wonder if right now there is some kind of conflict with someone, or there is something that is, let's say, up in the air. There's something that has been left unsaid with another. And I feel like it's in this month where you and this person will work it out or will have some kind of exchange to allow closure. Yeah, because with the Six of Cups showing up in the upright, I definitely see there being some kind of closure, resolution. I'm also picking up on compatibility. So if this is about you meeting someone new, this will be someone who you will be very compatible with, or who will feel very familiar to you. Because again, this could be someone who you have some kind of soul contract with, someone whose soul you're very familiar with because you do know them from another life. Or you did agree, before both of you incarnating into this life to meet each other at this point in your journeys. But the Six of Cups can also indicate children. So yeah, I'm also picking up on pregnancy or children playing a significant role. But the Justice card and the Empress can indicate like you receiving your blessings, you experiencing some kind of justice in your life, you being celebrated now or reaping the rewards of your hard work, your dedication, especially because the Empress, again, is all about creation. So one thing that I am picking up here, this month, I feel like the divine orchestration, divine timing will be at play. So this month, you might experience a lot of divine guidance. If you are a creator, for example, a lot of the ideas that may be coming to you, especially out of the blue, will be ideas coming from the divine, from your higher self, will be ideas for projects that you are meant to work on and develop in this lifetime. This feels like kicking something into gear. This feels like you're being let know either this month or starting from now, you're either going to be fulfilling some kind of purpose, or you will be working alongside the divine to see something through. The Justice card makes me think of a contract. So some of you could be signing a contract this month, like a literal actual contract, or a deal, making some kind of deal. Again, it could also be collaborations or partnerships, but I am definitely feeling that this has something to do with the soul contract. So if you believe in that, it feels like your soul agreed to create something in this lifetime. And it feels like now is the time. Like now this contract needs to be fulfilled, or what you promise now needs to be fulfilled. So it could be in the month of July where you will start working on creating that which you agreed to create in this lifetime. Or you maybe will start using your talents, your skills to bring something beautiful to life, because the Empress is all about beauty and nurture and harmony. So maybe this is your creator era, or this is literally your Empress era, the time in which you will be honing your skills and believing in yourself, and you will be blooming, you will be glowing, and not shying away from your maybe innate abilities or from who you are, from your inner being. The Six of Cups makes me think of the inner child. So I also see you working very closely with your inner child. It's like you're connecting more with your soul this month of July, with your inner being. And that's why I'm sensing a lot of, or I was picking up on a lot of like natural and organic vibes, because you're going more with the flow this month, or that's what you're being encouraged to do. You're being encouraged to not resist yourself, to not resist your inner being, your inner callings, and to not shy away from who you are, from your own unique beauty, from your own unique traits, because you doing so will make it harder for you to work with the universe, work with the divine, or simply create from a space of love, or create in a way that feels almost effortless to you, that feels lovely to you. The word lovely came to mind. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing based on these cards. Interesting. Now I'm going to move on to what to look forward to, and you got two amazing cards. I mean, you have gotten a lot of amazing cards. The Six of Wands, as I mentioned, indicates triumph, success. The Ace of Pentacles is all about financial or like business, enterprise, endeavor, breakthroughs. So what to look forward to: you will be experiencing success in your career, in your line of work, in your profession. If you're currently students, it will be in your education, academics. I see you celebrating some kind of victory. So again, if you're taking an important exam, if you're going to some kind of interview, I see you celebrating the fact that something went well, celebrating the fact that you have received an amazing opportunity, or that you're now starting. I heard you're now kickstarting something, like kickstarting your career, for example, or that you are now starting the next level of your career, of an endeavor, for example. The Ace of Pentacles also makes me think of you having the money to actually kickstart something. So I spoke of investors, I spoke of sponsors. So if you've been looking for someone to invest in an idea of yours, someone to help you kickstart a business of yours or an enterprise, that's what will be happening this month, because I see you having the resources. I see you kickstarting an enterprise in the month of July. This also makes me think of a launch, like literally it made me think of a cutting ribbon ceremony. So, or an inauguration. It also made me think of a graduation. So yeah, you could be graduating or attending some kind of ceremony this month, or you could be, launching something in the month of July, and it will be a hit. It will be a major success, especially with the Six of Wands here. This also indicates financial breakthroughs, as mentioned before. So in terms to your finances, things will be improving this month. You will be earning more than you did in the previous month. And this also makes me think of consistency. right? Money is coming in. Money is coming in. You're also gaining popularity at work in an industry. If it's not you personally, it could be a work of yours, a project of yours, or your business if you are a business owner. But I did mention you being a bit hit yourself, right? So yeah, I see you. Oh, I heard established, getting established somewhere, or being someone or becoming someone that a lot of people will have their eyes on, as in they're anticipating great things from them. Because the Ace of Pentacles can also indicate potential. So you're coming through as someone with great potential, or an idea of yours. Maybe your ideas are being seen as ideas that are demonstrating great potential. Yes. If you have been trying to manifest some kind of opportunity, some kind of breakthrough in regards to your career, work, line of work, profession, this will be manifesting in the month of July. The Six of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles could also be representing or indicating or hinting at a promotion and an increase in salary. So this month, if you've been working towards it, if you've been wanting it, if you've been trying to manifest it, you will be receiving a raise with a promotion, or simply a raise. But yeah, if you have been applying for jobs, a new job, or a job in specific, or if you have applied somewhere, maybe to schools, universities, or school programs, you will be getting a job, or you will be getting a spot, or if it applies, you will be moving on to the next level. Winners and the Six of Wands make me think of you winning something. So with the Ace of Pentacles, you may be literally winning money this month, or just winning something of monetary value. It could be like a scholarship. If you have been applying to or have applied to scholarships, I see you winning one or more scholarships this month. You being the candidate, one of the candidates that is chosen. But if not, you could be winning a gift or something of great monetary value. Could be like a gift basket, right? Oh, Ace of Pentacles also made me think of like a loan. So if you have applied for a loan and you've been wanting to get it, you will get it. Or if you have been working to pay off a loan, this is the month in which you will be celebrating the fact that you paid this off. Like, you no longer have to worry about it. And cake. I wonder if some of you are celebrating your solar return this month, because the cake made me think of a birthday cake. And you might be receiving money. If you are celebrating your solar return, you could be receiving some money on your birthday as a birthday gift, or a gift of great monetary value. Yeah, so accolades and fame is what you will be experiencing this month. Oh, okay. Now I all of a sudden felt the need to go back to the Justice card, the Empress card. Because I see you receiving a lot of attention, you being on a roll this month, all you're being advised and suggested is to maintain integrity. Maintain integrity, do things from the heart, be sincere in what you do, keep true to yourself, follow your inner guidance, your intuition. It's okay to be proud, but don't let pride and the ego manipulate you into doing things that in your heart you know do not align with who you are at the core, or who you want to be. Because if you continue staying true to yourself, blessings will continue rolling in. This is a time in which you're establishing yourself, right? So think of it as creating foundations. Your foundations will be based on what you do and how you move. And so you want your foundations to be sturdy and be something that you would love to build something beautiful upon, right? Now that I look at this cake, we have layers here, right? Yeah, so this lets me know that this could grow into something tall and beautiful. This could be speaking about your career, your reputation, your popularity, your community as well. So yeah, so maintain integrity, keep creating from the heart, keep creating from an honest, sincere space. Keep having fun also with the Six of Cups. And remember that it's okay to say no in a respectful manner. But it's always okay to say no, to decline if something doesn't feel right to you. The Justice card also speaks of discernment. So with Guarded, you're definitely utilizing, or you're being advised to utilize your discernment this month. But yes, this is what I'm seeing so far. So now I'm just going to draw out an extra oracle card to get any last messages, advice, and or guidance. Oh, By the way, if you had some kind of financial goal that you wanted to reach, you will be reaching it this month, or yeah, I feel like you will be reaching it this month or just getting very close to reaching it. But I do see you celebrating some kind of milestone. The Ace of Pentacles can speak of a milestone or breakthrough in your career or in an endeavor. So two cards fell out at the same time. And it's freedom with Sagittarius, spirit with releasing a bird to fly free, and the message, a wild bird soars on the air, limited only by its wingspan and the weather. Do you need to find bigger adventures or a new life philosophy? Are there limitations on your freedom that need to be acknowledged? And we also have appreciation or sadness with Cancer again. A love letter to yourself. You may have found yourself filled with gratitude recently. This is a rich and fulfilling time. But if instead you have been yearning to ease somber feelings, consider that giving thanks can make you happier. Experiment by writing a thank you note to yourself. Oh, I feel like this month could be a thank you note to yourself. Like, here's like blessings, here's good fortune, here's accolades as a thanks for not giving up, for persevering, for staying kind, for staying honest, for staying truthful, for choosing to be yourself, for accepting yourself as who you are, for choosing to love yourself, etc., right? Or for being there for you, right? For not giving up on you. But this could also be true this month where you're feeling a lot of self-appreciation. You may also be feeling appreciation towards those who have been with you through thick and thin, who have believed in you or have showed faith in you or have lended you a hand when you needed it, or have lended you a shoulder to cry on when you needed it. You might be reciprocating. I heard reciprocating the love, the consideration, the compassion that has been given to you, maybe to the ones who showed you compassion, or it could just be in general. But I love how this person is looking at themselves, like their reflection in the letter that they are writing, because this makes me think of you seeing yourself, like you acknowledging yourself, and again, being at peace with yourself. I don't know why these three candles in the background made me think of like inner peace, inner sanctuary. Yeah, so I'm seeing like self-acceptance or radical self-acceptance. You may literally be writing a love letter to yourself, or if you ever wrote a love letter or a letter to yourself in the past, you may be stumbling upon it this month. And I don't know, having some kind of revelation after reading this letter. Freedom makes me think of financial freedom, which could definitely be the case for a lot of you. Financial independence as well, you earning your own money perhaps, or you having the freedom now to explore, to do things, or you feeling free, like you giving yourself the freedom to be yourself, to do something your way, to take your own approach in life. And this month you may be embracing the fact that you do have the freedom to choose, maybe the freedom to think how you want to think, right? Sometimes it feels very hard to not control our thoughts, but steer our thoughts in a certain direction. But I feel like this month you're realizing your mind is your own. And although it can run rampant sometimes, you get to choose what to believe in at the end of the day. You get to choose who you are and how you show up when that choice is given to you. But releasing a bird made me think of like releasing, setting free, or allowing a part of you to express itself. Like releasing your inner being, releasing maybe your inhibitions, but releasing your creativity, releasing your talents by utilizing them in some kind of way. So you might feel some kind of freedom this month. You might feel liberated at some point in the month of July. You're free. You're meant to be a free bird. But let's see. Okay, so this is what is coming through. Zodiac signs, we have Sagittarius, Cancer, and a lot of Libra, actually. I just remembered. We have Libra in the companionship card, Libra with the Empress, Libra with the Justice card. So the zodiac sign Libra could be of significance. Libra season could also be of importance. I'm also getting Scorpio. We have earth signs with the Ace of Pentacles. I know I mentioned a lot of signs, but the ones I'm seeing or feeling the most strongly is Cancer, Libra, and Virgo. Okay, but also consider the ones I mentioned before, in case they are of significance. Flowers, blue, violet, lilac-colored flowers. Lilies, the flower lavender, could be of significance as well, or the scent lavender could be of significance. Sweets, cakes, you might be eating cake, making a cake, baking a cake. Baking could be of significance. The scent of cake could be of significance, or frosting. Herons, wreaths, I'm seeing a lot of wreaths could be of importance. They could be a good omen of good fortune, good luck, protection, and prosperity, but definitely fortune. Like winter energy I'm getting from the wreath. Crescent moons and black feather birds could be of significance. So crows and ravens, black phoebes. The name Phoebe could be of importance. And horses. Some of you could have been born in the year of the horse, the year of the dragon, the year of the serpent, the snake, or someone who was born in one of these years could be of significance. Oh, and if I didn't mention it before, you guys will be glowing this month. You will be radiating. Okay, but these are all the messages coming through for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought some guidance and clarity. If it did, then please leave a like or a comment. And if you are new to this channel and you wish to stick around for more readings with me, Kim, then please do subscribe. I do offer personal readings. All the information is in my website. And the link to my website can be found in the description box down below. To all of you who took the time to watch the advertisements or just let them play in the background, thank you so much for that, since that is the simplest way to support me and to support this growing channel. So if you did, I truly do appreciate it. And before I sign off, I want to give a thanks to my spirit team and your spirit guides for assisting me with delivering these messages to you. Thank you so very much, and I'm wishing you and your loved ones a wonderful rest of your day or night, depending on when you are watching. And until the next moment, bye-bye.